All right, let's get into some of my favorites. We'll talk about handful escapes from bottom control with the use of lapels. Now, this is going to be a little bit tricky. Don't get discouraged and don't think you're not flexible enough. It's all about hip mobility and hip control, particularly on the bottom. Let's dig into it. The moment I find myself in this position right here, what seems like a really bad spot, my hands are completely not in place where they need to be. They're outside instead of inside. Don't get discouraged. Lapels actually could do a lot of help here. So as my elbow, this elbow, the inside elbow is coming in and I'm wedging into his hip, I'm going to get the end of the lapel. And I want to make sure that I have all of the lapel. So I'm going to pull and adjust, cut all the slack. As I'm feeding it to the opposite side, right away I'm going to bring my elbow to the outside, make sure that my partner is not able to take advantage of it. Now this is where hip mobility comes in really, really handy. I'm going to move my hip off to the side. And I'm actually going to scoot down just a little bit while I'm controlling their hip. I'm going to bring my hips up and thread my foot right inside the lapel. See, this will allow me to maneuver my partner in all kinds of directions. The moment I lift up, I'm able to feed the opposite foot in, and now I can release. Now this is gold mine now. Look how easily I can manipulate my partner in all kinds of directions, including if I move him away and then opposite, I'm able to bring my knee right inside. More I move my shoulders, easier it's going to be for me to regard. Now as I have this lapel, it's no longer useful for me, so I'm going to take my foot out and instantly trap his foot. Opening his foot up will allow me to fully regard. And then on top of this, I already have this lapel, which I can focus on chokes, attacks, and so on. It gives you a dual purpose, not only to escape regard, but also to attack at the end. So let's take a look one more time. The important component again is my elbows. Don't allow your partners to control your elbows. Elbows away from your body are not good for you. So bring them inside and make sure you're controlling, you're in charge. As you're feeding the lapel out, your elbow should be on their hip, controlling all the motions. Feed it across, and then again, cut all the slack and wrap it behind their back. Now is the foot. The inside foot is going to come in first, but now look, I can't reach it that far. I have to move my hips out. The moment I get my hips out, now I can feed him much, much, much easier. He's completely off balance, and I can control him in all kinds of directions. Now, shifting him away and then forward will allow me to bring the knee right in and begin the regarding sequence. Don't let go of the lapel. Continue holding on to it. You can use it later for chokes, control points, arm locks, shoulder locks, and so on. Really important tool in your toolbox. Let's do one more time. Kind of glue it together and feed it. Take the slack, feed it across, control the hip. My foot comes in first. Remember, right now, I cannot raise my hips that high. It's going to be really, really difficult. So, shift. Get my hips by far away. Feed the inside foot in. And the moment my hips will drop, his weight will shift, and this will give me the opportunity to feed the opposite way. Look how much power I have. Even if he's holding on to his arms and really, really attached to me, I can easily maneuver his weight and his balance. Shifting him away is going to open up the hip. By shifting him back, will create space between us, and now sliding the knee inside is going to allow me to regard and attack. Again, don't focus on your flexibility, focus on hip mobility, because truly that's what's going to set you apart and make you successful with this particular escape.